Alright, hello guys. Here we are for Turk against SoldieR. Not a surprising matchup. Both players love these civs, so. I think we're gonna see Japan twice and India twice this series from Turk. Picking up a pirate. And I'm expecting, yeah, just the B Fisher build. It gets spotted straight away, but you know, you kind of know that it's always coming. But Japan getting the first market tag. He could even get this one, but maybe it's a bit greedy. I guess if you get this, it will pay off relatively soon. I think I will probably just get it. They both know, they both have seen this treasure, this all free treasure that's here. Yeah, standard border deck. So SoldieR waiting on his convert, but now he will notice that Turk is also aware of the treasure. Trying to get inspired away from the stun. So 3 fishing boats is standard these days for dudes. And oh wow, that was such a high divine threat. So basically everything that SoldieR has done so far is standard. It's gonna eat a sheep and 8 with 18. And then Turk is the one with the options because you can go consulate or you can just not go consulate. And he's also gonna ace with the Tory Gates. Score is 0-0, we just started. So he sees the wonder. I think it's a bit hard to tell sometimes because the shrine is about the same size, but there's no hunt around, so you should know that it's the Tory Gates. SoldieR adding at least a few more fishing boats in transition. I think it's standard to get a TP in transition, but it looks like instead of doing that, he's just turning more boats. So he might be lacking in XP a bit in this game. So he sees the barracks in base straight away, I think. He knows it's time to run, get away from the samurai. trains one canoe to kill the H1 shipment. I'd never streamed with any alerts, so there's nothing like that. So it looks like Turk is just gonna make some ashes. I wonder if he's gonna pick up these treasures. I think that would be a good move. 135 coin and 100 food. And he has the canoe to also defend his dog. This is nice actually from SoldieR. It's pretty sweet to have the samurai cleaned up. So what's SoldieR up to? He's shipping the crates. They're just barely not gonna see each other. I wonder when he's gonna see it now. It just seems like it's just... Well, it's only gonna be one dead Ashi because they have high speeds. He could send the canoe over though. But it's not gonna reach. Right, so he's deciding to train quite a lot of fishing boats. These guys have not been found yet, by the way. So these, because he just barely doesn't see them. So we should probably just shift click the canoe around the water to try and find them. He picked up the TP later on, but I missed it, and it looks like he's trying to age. But he's shipping gold now, but he already has 700 gold. So a little bit awkward macro. I wonder, maybe he should even cancel it. Yeah, it's just gonna be like some spare gold, but he's getting long lines at least, so that's something to spend the gold on. And getting a really nice pickup here. Free Ashi Patch. Keep in mind that Turk is going to try and push the water. This dock has not been repaired, and he's going for a boat shipment as well. And this is not just the typical three boats from SoldieR. It's 12. So you really don't want to end up losing this water. I would have liked to see the shipment point change to here, so you can just nuke the dock. The SoldieR should really get this fill to build a dock as soon as you can. I don't think you can just give this up so easily. You invested too much. Like normally it's just, like I said, just the 3 boats, and then you can just easily sacrifice it. But when you train 12 boats, you don't want to just waste it to one shipping. He's also going to be losing this hunt, probably. These guys always love to do the wiggles, as we would call it. But eventually he's going to pick up all the boats. So this has been a great pickup for Japan, for Turk. And he's now shipping gold, gonna probably just try to follow up. And, Soldier's shipping tomahawks, and he's gonna look to be aggressive. He's probably aware that Turk wants to follow up, and he's gonna try and catch him with his pants down. His fishing boats are mostly cleaned up, just the two left. Turk trying to deny this window by dropping some walls. This is quite a late consulate, only like after 11 minutes. And I think, considering Soldier lost all the fishing boats, it's either he wins now or he's gonna end up losing. So for Turk, it's all about holding on. Just as long as he doesn't die here, I think he's gonna win. Gonna try to delay Soldier by might even pick up the reinforcements here. That could be big. Is he gonna see it? Yeah. He's only gonna see dispatch. He doesn't see dispatch, but it's still three skirms. Just trying to stall here with Yumis and walls. These fields are really exposed. I wonder if he's gonna run anyway. But what does Turk have coming? He's getting his Yumis up and he's shipping down Yumis. And it looks like he's gonna be able to hold just fine. It's mostly Tomahawk, so. And I think deleting a small wall segment to get through. I think SoldieR is in big trouble here. Here come the Nagi to try and get some snaring done. I think this is gonna be a great fight for Turk. There's a lot of Yumis. Explorer going down, which is always important against Hoods. Yeah. He's also he has the pavilion on HP. So these guys have a little bit of extra HP. I noticed that Turk almost always does it. He almost never leaves it on the range damage. But he seems to put it on this one, even if he doesn't have Nagis. I've seen him do it. So I suppose he's just a fan of getting the higher HP. These Nagis is gonna try to do some raiding again. I would have liked him to see him be more active with these fumes. I would have at least sent it here to maybe deny a hunt. There's 2 more fishing boats as well, but there's often a hunt by the coast. Like there's a lot of hunts by the coast normally, and you can try to just deny all of them with your boats. Trying to get another fill. And I would say Japan is extremely far ahead at this moment. He's already shipped his cherries as well, so he doesn't have to worry about having to waste the shipment on that at some point. Getting the line of sight and range upgrade, a little bit more HP for his Yumis. And yeah, so I already mentioned it twice basically, but oh, here comes the fume. What people usually do with Hoods is that they would just go like 3 or 4 fishing boats. And if the enemy ends up shipping fumes or caravels, it's fine. You're fine just losing the 4 boats. But in this game, Soldier made like 12, so you invested heavily into it. And when you invest that heavy into it, you can't just let it die for free like that. He should have at least tried to make another dock. Maybe, you know, get a canoe in the dock and dock fire the fumes down, etc. So just in Vilcount alone, he's down 10 Vils, and that doesn't even include the shrines that are also gathering. It's so hard to tell these guys apart. Like, I can see it clearly now, but during a fight, I always find it extremely hard. So SoldieR is shipping Kanye West, and he has 11 Kanye West on the field. And I think this is go time, and this is his last chance. Not that much anti-cav here for Turk. 20 Ashies, couple clubs coming. But Yumis also do decently well against cav just because of their high attack. He is in a little bit of trouble here. The Ashies are all gone and it's just Yumi left. There's about 4 Kanye West left, not 3. Which is doing, the snaring is most important here because in the meantime all these force powers are picking up units. So I think this has overall been a good trade for SoldieR. Still think Japan is way ahead, but loading quite a bit of gold. Here comes the flaming arrows. And Hoods always struggles with artillery because they kind of want to counter them. They need to be H4. Even dropping a second DC. Or you can just right click them with your skirms, I guess. So here's 10 Negis on the field now. But I think there's enough Tomahawks to deal with them. So I don't think Turk should be taking this fight. I think he should just take it easy. He's got a second TC, he's got a big eco lead. So he's gonna take the fight anyway, and we'll see how it goes. These guys are annoying. Tomahawk count is really dwindling now, and if there's another batch coming, if they come, that could clean you up. Now there's basically no Tomahawks left, and I think this is gonna spell the end of the game, maybe? Yeah, if you're ahead in eco, you can just usually just chill out because, like, unless you know you're gonna crush your fight, if you're ahead in eco, that means you're gonna make more units the next couple minutes. So this was a nice move with the stealth. And if you know that you're gonna remess more, it's usually better to just chill out and wait till you have a bigger mess than he does. But even if a fight is close, it's also fine because you can just remess and he can't. So as long as you feel confident enough in the fight that you're not gonna get crushed, then it's almost always good. And yeah, I think it's over. Yeah, there we go. So that was game one. Quite a convincing win from Japan. And here we see the fishing boats going down, and ever since then, I think it's been Japan's game to lose. And yeah, as soon as we see the safe reset, I'm sure Turk will be playing Japan again. Well, he was trying to outboom with the fishing boats, but he didn't manage to keep them alive. So you can maybe try to do an H2 push, yeah, but I think Turk is gonna be pretty good at holding that. Couple walls. You have to double set a Minuteman, all that stuff. It's hard to deal with a good Japan player. So now we're waiting on game two to start. I uh, I really hope that they didn't forget to put spectate mode on. I'm trying to do some live casting, but that means I don't have the Rex. They're playing right now probably, and it's important that if they play, that they put on the spectator mode, which is here, and they have to do it for every game. So I really hope that they're not forgetting about it. And maybe this could be on 3 minutes, which means I have to wait a little bit for the game to show up. No. I think I'm just gonna listen to some music while I wait. Well, that wasn't that long of a wait. So that's nice. So Russia against India here. Um, so Turk bringing his main two civs straight away to the first two games. And SoldieR is gonna try to counter it with Russia. Usually how I see this matchup go is that India would place his aggro fort in base and play a bit passive. But we'll see if that's the case here or not. He does see the native scout, but he neglects not to pick it up. I think it's a pretty good treasure, especially this early into the game. These monks are completely split off. Here. He's gonna be just fine picking up the 75 foot by himself. And this side of the map is a little bit shitty treasures. It's nothing that great on this map this time. Sometimes you see better treasures than this.
Правильно. Что?
So they're both gonna see this, end up seeing this 80 foot. Yeah, I feel like this 80 foot is one of the less good treasures left. You could pick up a tomahawk maybe.
Adesh?
Even the medicine man is a pretty tanky unit, 360 HP. Actually, yeah, like medicine man is a decent treasure. Or is this called healer these days? Well, healer, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how quickly it heals. I think it will, like the healer probably heals at the same rate as an Indian monk, roughly, if I have to guess. But I think healing is underrated because it happens quite often that you, after a fight, you just have like a couple low HP units. So being able to heal them up is just like creating new units in a way. If you have like 5 very low HP units and you heal them all, you're basically saving like 3 units of value, I would say. And yeah, if a fight is really close, you can just send them into tank with their 360 HP. So it's not an insane treasure, but it's okay. Aggro for being a little bit forward, like forward enough that if it's being sieged, the TC cannot fire on the units. But maybe you rather put it here or something. And I'm curious to see how they're gonna play this. SoldieR picked up his hunting dogs, and he's scattering gold, which could either be to get a batch of musk, a batch of musk, or it could be for steel traps. Dirk getting his hands on that 80 coin. His monks are a little bit low, and I think it's extremely nice to have these guys full HP against Russia, especially. Strelets just do like hardly any damage to them. So you should probably try and heal these guys up. And SoldieR knows that there's an aggro here and he's gonna see the monks. Interesting, going for a second blockhouse straight away. Okay. Did not get his steel traps just yet, but he might with this gold.
Что?
Picking up a TP as well. So he's not that all in. He also shipped 700 wood. He didn't go for the usual 5 Cossack. Steel traps now as well. So he's gonna play this a little bit slow. He's gonna pick up the TPs. Not just going for the instant right click. And Turk actually shipped sours and sepoys now as well. He's gonna be housed for this. Yeah, he's gonna be housed. So that must be painful. Yeah, he wants to right click right now, and if he wasn't housed, he would have had 4 more sepoys than this. So SoldieR does have the double block house, which is gonna do a lot of damage to these sours. And he's shipping strelets.
Готов.
I like that he popped him here. I think it's important if your block houses focus the sours. Got a couple musts. And there's only 2 sours left. Another one going down. I think this is okay for SoldieR. Yeah, this one is getting fired by the blockhouse. Yep, that's good. And he's just focusing on dealing with the sepoys with his strellet. He needs another batch of strelets. This Cossack shipment is not really what he needs. He decides to ship them at home. He's not queuing much. Okay, here he goes. So the fact that there's double blockhouses here made all the difference. If it was just the one blockhouse, he would have died to this right click. But I think this is gonna be good for Russia in the end. I think he's gonna be able to keep this blockhouse alive. Or if Turk does take it down, it's gonna cost him a lot of units. And yeah, there he goes. Here comes the cleanup. And Turk was pretty all in. He shipped 2 unit shipments. Whereas SoldieR was playing it a bit more greedy, getting 3 TPs. He's even ahead in score as Russia. I think he's in an extra position here. And that's just what happens sometimes when you're fighting on the 2 blockhouses. It's always very difficult to make work.
Готов.
This explorer from SoldieR should have been in a fight at some point. It's still full HP. And he's just gonna ship gold and look to H, it seems like. And SoldieR wants to play a long game. It appears. He's not. I don't think he's gonna. He's not gonna spend this rest to mess up, I think, so. We'll see. And I'm curious about this stagecoach. I wonder if it makes everything stagecoach or just the one route. I believe these days it makes everything stagecoach, like both routes, but I'm not 100%.
Готов?
So let's see if both routes become stagecoach or just the one. I think it's both. Probably means he shipped exports. He did. So still no wood trickle from Turk. And he could pick up the vills here, but yeah. Okay, so both become stagecoach. So SoldieR is sitting on a 4 TP stagecoach, and he's even going spice trade as well. So he's extremely greedy. He repaired his blockhouse, and he's just gonna play this in a way of as long as he doesn't lose this, as long as he keeps holding on to this position, he's in a good spot. I think he's in a great spot here. I think he's far ahead.
Как? Будет сделано.
Not adding a stable just yet, but there's no need because Turk's not making Gurkhas. So I said that he might look to age up, but he's just gonna spend his rest to mess up instead of age, which I like a lot. I think if he was going to age, it would have been a mistake, but I just thought that was what he was gonna do. And he did not see the units just yet. Maybe he did. I don't think he did. But he's gonna see the alert here, and then he knows what's going on.
Готов.
And here he comes. Shipping gold again. I think this should be maybe Boyars. These musks are a bit too far forward. I think they're all gonna get picked off. And he needs to maybe retreat to his double blockhouse. He's floating a lot of res. He needs to get stuff in queue. I think these Cossacks are not gonna get any value against this army. You might as well try and raid with them, maybe. I think he's a little bit with too much up close with the sepoys. You want to be at range. But his eco is far ahead. I think he should even be on a third blockhouse. You can just see him floating res and not getting all the batches out. But he's still looking to clean this up. And I think SoldieR has basically won the game right now. Getting annoying one Cossack raid in the meantime. Yeah, Turk calls the GG. And that was well done from SoldieR. I feel like he could have had like 40 more units if he managed to spend everything. So his eco was in an insane spot with the stagecoach. Spice trade, steel traps, everything. And you can just see that the eco starts taking off here. So nice job from SoldieR. Managing to beat Turk's India. And now in game 3, Turk is not going to be on one of his two mains. Alright, and it looks like we have to wait for the next game to start. So I'm gonna grab myself some water. We'll be back. As soon as this game starts, I'll be back. Alright, here we go for game 3. China's against French. Okay. Not really a matchup that I know how it works, to be honest. I do know that SoldieR is pretty good with China. I think it's one of his main civs. And yeah, Turk basically just plays India and Japan usually. Getting a TP straight away. And he's picking up the right one. Oh, SoldieR also going for a TP straight away, which I don't think is standard as China. I really don't know much about this civ. Turk is gonna get this pass. Just barely manages to get it. It was pretty close. So anyone in chat that actually knows how China works could tell me whether TP is standard or not. But as far as I know, people usually don't go for it.
准备好了，建筑工，建筑工，建筑工。
Okay. Turk sees this 60 wood, so that's gonna be a nice pickup for him. He's already chopped for the house, so he doesn't need the wood now, but he can use it for the market in transition. And meanwhile, China is still just walking around hoping to find something. He does see these 60 food, and I reckon that's what he's gonna pick up. This is also a nice treasure, 55 coin. If I was Turk, I would just... Oh, he's actually gonna work on this filter here, despite knowing that SoldieR has seen it. And now it's up to SoldieR whether he's paying attention to it or not. Oh, never mind. He just killed one wolf and he's like... Or one coyote and then he was done. Looks like he's gonna pick up this second native scout. Yeah, I think picking up this treasure is nice because it just like it helps for your hunting dogs. And 55 gold is quite a lot for one correct shot. He's gonna have a lot of line of sight with this double native scout. And SoldieR is gonna age with Summer Palace. Recently in a quick search game I saw mates with the Trickle Wonder, but I think Summer Palace is just so much better than any other. He's gonna end up losing one of these native scouts maybe. Never mind, he can just run away. So these guys will probably just end up stealthing somewhere, and as soon as they ever get found, they're just instantly dead because they're so low HP. So this Chinese monk, he's even training one. I don't think it was necessary, but he decides to do it anyway. So, what is Turk gonna do? Just gonna ship CDBs. Very standard French deck, except for this card. Mm. Yeah, I don't think. Oh yeah, so basically, instead of this card, people usually have the Skirm and CDB HP. And I think sometimes people also have the ranged HP team card instead of one of these two. So it's not completely standard, but for the most part it is. It's kind of barracks at home. And training some musks.
Votre ordre?
So this explorer is gonna go yeah. Just spawning another disciple and it's very less attack. And SoldieR is just gonna never mind, he's shipping pikes. I was gonna say it looks like he's just gonna try to H, but no, he shipped pikes first. So he wants to siege the I think Turk probably saw that, by the way. He wants to siege the TP. Well, he's gonna see it now no matter what. And Turk already has masks on the way, so he's gonna be able to fend this off. And now shipping Huss, so SoldieR probably didn't see that. Working on this 3 sheep treasure, which is not bad for China because you can fatten them on your village. This TP will go down before the musks arrive. Nice move from SoldieR, pulling off one to snare. And again, pretty nice control. Also sending his next batch to the TP. This shipment has done his job. It basically was meant to pick up the TP, and that's what he did. And he traded away at least for a few units. So he's now going to be dropping his Wonder, and I imagine it's going to be the, what do you call it, Confusion Academy. It could be the Porcelain Tower, we'll see. Yep, there we go. This army now comes out. I think it's called the Standard Army or something. Old Han Army. Turk adding a stable too, but I think he will just age at this point.
Oui. Votre ordre?
Second barracks even. So double barracks and a stable. I don't think he's gonna have the resources necessary to get all this production going, but we'll see. He's a bit delayed on his H-up. He had to gather more coin. And he never managed to get a coin shipment in. Partly because of this TP going down. I kind of like the fact that he decided not to wait for the shipment to H. If you do that without a TP, you're just gonna have no shipment available once you hit H3, so I like this choice from Turk. Having a little bit of a look around with this H2 army. And overall, I think H2 went better for SoldieR. He's going intervention straight away, which will give him the 9 red coats. Probably China's best shipment. Picking up a Vil. SoldieR seems occupied with this. He might not notice, he might lose another Vil. We're cleaning up these musks at the cost of at least 2 Vils. Maybe a third. Here come the musks. But 3 Vils did go down. And I think trading away your H2 army as French that isn't gonna be too useful in the fight for 3 Vils is a good trade for Turk. Thanks for the raid, Bike Rush. Not too sure I've seen your name around, so I imagine you come from a different game. So both players now in H3, picking up this expensive market tech. Command and Conquer, okay, cool. I think it's always awesome when people from different communities are showing off each other's game. So Turk actually going for 1k wood first. I wonder if he's gonna drop a second TC with that. He's gonna end up floating wood otherwise. He's also getting amalgamation. And he shipped 2 Falcons as well. So he went 2 Falcons, well 1k wood into 2 Falcons. And he needs to get really far out on the map to be hunting. And China is getting his deadball together in the meantime, shipping meteor hammers as well. And these guys do a lot of damage against artillery. So if you can ever connect, I feel like Turk's army is way too small to be pushing in here. I think Turk is going to be in quite some trouble. These folks can just get picked off by the meteor hammers maybe. There's only like 7 goons to defend them. Well, I say that, but it's only 2 meteor hammers left. But look at that, only 3 swings to kill Falk. So at least one Falk went down. And he might just try and right click with everything. Yeah, just get everything in the mix, and yeah, Turk has to give his Falk up. I think his army was way too small to go for a push. If you want to make a push like that, you should not be shipping 1k wood. So good trade for SoldieR. Now the goons come out, but he needed them a minute ago. He just keeps on going forward. He seems very confident. But SoldieR shipped the 10 skirms. And he can easily defend himself. Picking up that annoying host that he had to deal with. There's no Manchu in deck, no, he picked the Iron Troops. And I've seen Ace lose SoldieR because he didn't put Manchu in deck. This native scout getting some information about the hunting, but there's a village right next to it, so can't really be raided. And all the army now moving over to this side. I'm liking China here. Score is 1-1 at the moment. So what does this card actually do? Alright, so this is basically the Chinese version of CIR, I think. Oh, but also more damage to goons. So it's sort of CIR, but not just Musk, but also goons, okay. And let's see if, yeah, here we go for the cure switch is now coming. So 9 cures on the field. I think this would be enough anti-cav. Yeah, this should be enough, especially with the red coat badge as well. Yeah, I'm still feeling Team China for now. He does see everything, so that's always nice. Kind of like a map hack with these native scouts. And this guy should probably be picked up. It's putting in a fight in cover mode is always really nice. So complete information for Turk here. He knows exactly what's gonna come. Pondville walking into the abyss. And these vills could be really exposed, but there's no way for SoldieR to know that.
Bonjour.
He's being forced off this hunt, and that kind of means he needs to start hunting here. But once he does that, then SoldieR could become aware if he sees these animals moving. So Kev combat now, which is gonna be probably mean go time. I think he's gonna try to put cures in queue in both stables, yeah. And either he's gonna wait on this batch, but I think these guys take like a full minute to train. And by that time he's gonna be housed because all these houses will go down. So he needs to take a fight beforehand. I think he's just waiting on the cap combat. And then he's gonna go. A bit of a raid here in the meantime as well. Picking up some CDBs. So Turk needs to get a move on. And yeah, here comes the situation that I meant. Like, you want to get a big batch of cures, but you're housed. You should put them in queue quickly before this house goes down. Now is the last time window probably. But he's just too late. So this might go down if he doesn't protect it. But all these small little trades are going in SoldieR's favor. He has a way bigger skirmish. But these cures getting on top of the Flying Crow, that will go down. I think it's very important for SoldieR to keep these Chengdaos alive as much as he can. There's 28 here. I think SoldieR is just gonna end up winning this game. Small little fight here went in Turk's favor. Still 25, so all the cures are being dealt with. And you can really see it reflect in the score now. China's getting far ahead. Phil's uniting. Yeah, I feel like it's Turk has lost here. SoldieR breaking the peace pact here and picking up all these CDBs, and they have nowhere to run to. So all these houses going down. And yeah, well, this is gonna be the very last right click of the game, I imagine. He did manage to get 10 cures together. Doing a good job just running away with the skirms. And there we have it, that's GG. Alright, well done from SoldieR. Yeah, Turk is just a different animal when he's playing Japan or India. And now there will be a Civ reset, which means he can play those Civs again. So SoldieR did a great job of going 2-1 in the first half, and now he's gonna end up facing Japan again. And let's see if he's got a better plan for this time. So it looks like game 4 is spectatable now. Kinda wanna do something. Can strike from range, so yeah. Ace is right, as always. And let's see what they pick here. Maybe it's a repeat of game 1. Oh, okay, so we see Japan again upon Turk, which is... that was very obvious. And this time SoldieR will try Aztec instead of Hoods.
Ok.
So the cow spawns these days on this map. Back in the day it used to be double cows in the middle. But since a couple months it's just a single cow. I think in total there's still like 10 cows or something to pick up, so... They're going for a market this time. Well, actually on Florida he got one for free. And using his cherry to scout and pick up cows. Putting one bill in gold actually, so he's gonna end up trading this to wood. And probably just gonna be another shrine, I guess. Yeah, there it goes. And I wonder what deck SoldieR picked on. Okay, so no schooners or anything. Just aggressive water deck, basically. Seems like Turk probably got a Divine Strike on this, what do you call those? Black Panthers, I believe. Wonder if I see it anywhere else. Yeah, Black Panthers. This is actually usually SoldieR's profile picture. I wonder if I don't know if he still got it, but... So I'm a bit surprised that Turk isn't using the smoke screen to get himself back home. He is aging with the shrine, and he's just gonna put it in front. He has all the cows. Okay, there he goes. Mule working on this 75 wood. SoldieR aging with the messenger, which is the fast day job option. So he's gonna be up quite early. And I'm expecting 700 wood to be the first card. I'm not sending forward villages just yet. He does get the snare on this explorer once again. And he will not have the smoke screen available, so this guy will actually go down. And I was wrong, SoldieR is actually going for the warrior priest first. A little bit of a weird, weird failure here. Picking up both monks actually, so it's really nice for SoldieR. No, Turk's not going to be able to shrine anymore. Dropping a consulate. I'm always a little bit surprised with Turk's H1s. I feel like just getting the Aussie Drongo playing New War guys. Go get your snipes on. So I think he usually with Japan, you just want to get this consulate H1. Well, never mind. He's obviously gonna go Japan in this case because he wants to hold the pressure. So ignore what I said. Here's the forward warrior from SoldieR, and he has these extra guys sitting here chilling out. Sometimes they stand up, sometimes they sit. You know, showing the way. Just their usual stuff. Starting up with a batch of pikes. Both these monks are back up. And time to smoke screen out of there again. So Shinobis have been really in the meta the last, I don't know, last couple of weeks. They can stealth extremely quickly, so they're often used for raiding. He's probably just gonna send them all the way around. And yeah, once they are attacking vills and get spotted, you can just go and stealth so early on. So in this case, they're gonna be spotted by the explorer. This explorer actually close to going down. He's so far forward. Like imagine if SoldieR made a batch of coyotes, he would just have 0 and a calf being all the way out of his base. Trying to cover mode his explorer, but he's just giving away 100 XP. This also means he doesn't have the explorer in the fight, which is usually quite a good unit in the fight. I think it's important to keep this guy full HP for the fights. And this also means that he can't unstealth the Shinobis unless he's using the Eagle Scouts. But I think you need your explorer to train those as well. So this is going to be a pest for SoldieR. Here comes the coyotes, but imagine if that was the last batch. I think he probably made a batch of pikes too many. This is just I've been seeing this way too much recently, and it's so annoying to play against. So yeah, these guys over there having their discussion. They used to dance in the past, but they stopped doing that at some point in the game. He's actually trying to get more of them. So here we'll see the raid and we'll see how quickly SoldieR manages to reply. This Phil is at least a goner. And this one as well. And now you just leave and you go into stealth. Or maybe even pick up another Vil here. He does lose one of them, which means he needs 3 shots instead of 2 to kill. Missing some action there, but 3 Vils went down. This warrior priest not being happy about that, trying to have a say. And these guys could leave and go into stealth mode, but looks like he's distracted by what's going on in his base. And well, never mind. And there they are in stealth. They just go into stealth like instantly. I think It's something that maybe should be done something about. Turk actually being housed. And now Soldier just somewhat forced to put 5 coyotes here. Which is just a waste of units. Where is Aztec's Explorer? Oh, he's back alive, building a TP. I wonder when people are gonna fully embrace the lame and just end up shipping 300 exports first. And only then going into Japan consulate and getting like 7 or 8 of these guys instead of the 4. Soldier's really on the money here. Instantly sending the Vil away. And since they're still close to the house, they can stealth, but soon enough they will be able to. And do they? He does not. So this is always a big relief if you finally manage to deal with them. This is just the 8-month shipment. Mixing in Nagis now. He is leaving his base, however, and he's not hiding behind walls or anything. And I think as Aztec, you always want to have a fight in H2, so. Soldier actually is trying to go for Stagecoach, but he's just gonna end up running his Explorer into death. He needs to be spiked to stay alive with the Nagis coming. So 9 attack units against 24. And Yumis are a pretty good anti-cap for the KOD runners as well. Looks like Turk is getting the better of this trade. And now Stagecoach isn't really worth it because he's only has 1 more TP than the other guy. Getting this also important cavalry 10% siege damage treasure. Yamabushis just happened to be in the trees. Some guerrilla warfare going on. So Turk is extremely far ahead in this position. As Aztec, you want to accomplish something in H2 and he lost the fight. So I think Turk's Japan is still undefeated. In week 1 he also in week 1 who did he play? He played. Can anyone remind me who did Turk play in week 1? I'm pretty sure Turk won 4-1, but I wonder against who it was. Must have been someone from CMC. Or maybe Boss? Yeah, Turk against Boss, I think. And in that series he won twice with Japan and twice with India, and he lost the other game. In this series he won twice with Japan, it looks like. At least I'm feeling confident enough to call this game that it's basically over. Could be wrong, but I would be surprised. He also shipped both attack cards for the Ashis and the Yumi. But this Warhead's gonna die. Despite not having the 10% siege on his cavalry. Oh, he's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna finish it. And Yumis are so much stronger than Mace, so any long-range fight is just going in Turk's favor. So SoldieR has to commit. He's attack dancing as well. And let's see how this fight goes. The Nagis are kind of walking around instead of attacking. A couple pikes in the mix as well. This could be big reinforcements. There's a second warrior here. So overall, pretty great fight for SoldieR actually. Complete cleanup. So looks like I'm the idiot here, calling the game completely wrong, and all of a sudden we have a game on our hands. He did get the 10 warrior priest out, so he did play a bit economically, not just some all-in rush or something. Yeah, great point from Noosh. If he would have had this explorer in the fight, he would have gotten a lot more XP. Even training one canoe to pick up the 3 fishing boats. And getting a little bit of water boom going. Triple Rex from Japan, wow. So he's really heavily trying to commit into going Ashi Nagi. So not continuing to produce Yumis. He even has the tech that you can get batches of 10. And he still has 3 Rexes. Okay. And I think SoldieR might be overextending here. All these mace are completely out of position here. But here comes the fight. And I think these Nagis will not go down. Seems like he's completely forgotten about those. Pikes in queue. He has the single pike here. And I think, look at this rematch from Japan. It's so insane. Just, you know, trading batches of 30. Cherry's already out, so he doesn't have to ship those. But, oh, he decides to do it anyway. I guess this one is close to depleting. And mace are really cost efficient against Ashi, so... But just these 3 annoying Nagis are being able to snare, and then the Ashis get up close, and then all of a sudden the mace don't trade well anymore. And Ashis only move forward, and picking up 5 units every shot, or 3. Those, yeah, now even in melee mode, which is 4 attack for the mace against 13. Getting the Jaguar pros. Nice, I like the positioning of his daimyo. And yeah. wonder what happened to those Mays. I didn't pay enough attention. Maybe they just got cleaned up by a batch of Nagis. This Explorer has just never been in the game. And yeah, Aztec is not doing the thing where you get batches of 30 units, he's just trading 5 at a time instead. I'm now trying to hold by, what do you call these? These warriors. So despite Japan getting cleaned up just, what was it, like 5 minutes ago? He had a horrible fight, got completely cleaned up. And then 5 minutes later, there's just a shit ton of units again. It's kinda silly. And this is also like, he's playing against his direct counter. He's playing Ashes against Mace. And it's still fine. Getting a patch of 8 Nagis, yeah. Alright. Oh, so he has 17 Nagis on the field now. And I think he can just right click with his army and be done with it. Couple Yamabushi cleaning up a warhead. And here comes the big fight. Ashes wanted to explore the south for a little bit, but they know their duty now, and these spikes are gonna get cleaned up. And then there's nothing left to do with the Nagis. And this has got to be game. Let's have a quick look at the post game here. So this is Turk getting cleaned up 70 units, 70 military pulp in exchange for about 20. And then in the next fight he has a bigger army. Well then. And I think as SoldieR in this series, you kind of just have to take the losses against Japan on the chin. Just expect, or just accept the fact that you lose them both, and try to win the other games. And so far he's managed to do a good job of exactly that. He lost to Japan twice, but he lost the 2 other games. And now in game 5, he's probably gonna end up facing India again. So we could see a repeat of game 2, maybe Russia, India. Kinda depends on the map. So close series so far. I think really, like, if I was SoldieR, I would be happy with the scoreline for now. And if he managed to go 3-2, I think he's done more than expected. And another series that is gonna end up going 3-2 to someone. I'm pretty sure this is the 12th series, and it's gonna be the 9th time that it's gonna be a 3-2, I believe. So a lot of close matchups in this EPL so far. Yeah, it's 2-2 at the moment. We haven't seen Dutch, no. We saw Japan twice, India once, and French. And game 5 will probably be India again. I don't know the map, but I just expect India on any map. And considering the fact that SoldieR won Russia against India, he's probably going to be confident in that now and gonna try it again. So I'm expecting India, Russia again. Yeah, Japan is a tricky civ. I wouldn't say that they're like insanely out of this world broken. I think their main problem, and that's just the civ design, is that they will always be easier to pull off than other civs. And if like, I just don't like the design that you never have to leave the map. Oh, it's even Pampas Heroes, so especially on Pampas Heroes, I think we're just gonna see India or Russia again. Exactly what I said. Perfect casting. Wow, okay. So we're actually seeing Dutch against Brit, so that's a weapon change. Matchup that I've played a lot from either side. I think people usually have a strong opinion about which civ is better here, but actually, in my own opinion, it's a very close matchup. I think it's close to 50-50. But people tend to have strong opinions one way or another. So what I've seen people do on this map, with for example Dutch, is that you actually don't send your explorer to this side. You just let your envoy do all the work in terms of the llamas, and you go straight away to here, where there's usually quite some nice treasures. You could work on this 100 XP, 80 coin, which is nice, 105 food, a wolf. But especially these two, 80 coin and 105 food, it's very nice. And since the person with just only an explorer, in this case Brits, will only spawn with an explorer, he's going to be forced to walk here. So you're always going to have uncontested treasures in the first 2 minutes here. And I think that's interesting adaptation I saw someone do, is just only send your envoy to this side and then send your explorer to the other side. But Turk not going for that. He just sent both to the same side. He sees this treasure that SoldieR hasn't spotted just yet, so. Deciding to eat the llamas straight away and aging up 16, so he's aging quite early. And Turk going for the Harrison. 1814. So both players going for
Klaar.
fast age up. This guy actually going all the way forward, so
Hallo?
looks like Dutch wants to play aggressive. He isn't aging logistician or anything. Last game was won by Turk playing Japan, which put them at 2-2 in score. Yeah, and the buff that they got to the coin mining has now been reverted again. Or at least the patch is not out yet, but in the beta it's reverted.
Commando?
So this Phil, I don't know. I guess he's trying to steal a treasure.
Ja.
Not too sure why that Phil ended up there. Oh, actually, this Phil was sent here to build a wall. Okay. Soldier going forward, dropping a barracks. Maybe he's gonna go longbow pike. Managing to get all these nice treasures that I talked about before.
Yes.
Trying to scout what's going on.
Ja.
Gonna float this wood for a bit. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I just never been much of a fan of the 14 village up, but let's not get into it. It's small details. And again, doing this thing where he's adding 2 pillars later on, which looks a bit strange. So considering he's going for this bank, it's gonna mean he doesn't really have pop space.
Hallo?
He's gonna lose at least 1 bill. Or does he? He does.
Yeah.
Commando?
Soldier was looking to be cute with his macro.
Commando?
Oh, this will. Oh no, and now the bank doesn't go up. That's really big. Now he can just sit on this bank forever. Just leave your longbows there.
Ik ben gewond. Ik kan me niet bewegen.
And now it's very important for Brit, just as soon as he sees a Veil going here, to attack the Veil. Now I wonder, is Sturge just gonna sacrifice this bank? That's massive. He's not gonna get much res back from that. It was close to being fully built. This is an insane pickup. 69 young wood. Yeah, look at that. He's only getting 10% of the resources back about. Just about.
Klaar. Commando?
Klaar. Hello? Yeah.
And this game is looking to be over insanely quickly. Another Veil going down. This one's getting snared. Also gonna go down. And it just looks lost at 7 minutes. Insane. Wood on the floor. He's not gonna be able to pick it up.
Ik voel me nu wat sterker.
Commando?
Hallo?
Ik ben gewond.
Maybe even sell wood here to get your batch of 5 skirms and like combine it with Minutemen. You have to stabilize here, you cannot let this continue. Although I think the game is just over. Shipping Haas, gonna try to kill the longbows.
Ja, commando.
Klaar. Commando. Klaar.
Market going down as well. And let's see, we haven't looked at SoldieR's perspective for a while. He's mixing in Haas now. He's gonna back off. He did ship 5 vills. I think you could even decide to age here, but he's just gonna mess up, I think.
Yes, sir.
This could be a good engagement for Turk. He can just one-shot the pikes. But here come the reinforcement Haas. Turk needs to get the hell out of here. Doing a good job picking up the pikes. 4 skirms can one-shot the pike, so... They do 60 damage a shot,
Yes, sir.
which is exactly the amount you need. Sorry, 30 damage a shot. So 4 times 30 is exactly the amount you need to one-shot a pike. That's not in cover mode. Anyway, a little bit of a fight here. Minuteman also in the mix, so I think SoldieR should probably just back off.
Yes.
He's just dealing with our shipment, and now you should leave. Turk having eaten through all his llamas, also adding a stable. Only sitting on 19 bills at the moment. And 3 banks.
Yeah.
This could be a spot to fight over, maybe. SoldieR does have line of sight of this. Doesn't really... I guess it's a spectator bug that I can't see the dead animals. This wall being deleted, that he put so much time and effort into, even perfecting with 2 pillars. And we're gonna see a fight. He shipped 8 pikes. SoldieR also shipping units now though. These longbows being caught out of position a little bit. This could be a decent fight for Turk. I think you should maybe mark a trade, make sure you get 5 Haas out of here. Nah, I think these reinforcements will be work. All the pikes are gone. And SoldieR's gonna take the fight. And probably just... I think it's just gonna be a resign from Turk here. This was a horrible start for him. So SoldieR are taking this series 3-2. Only losing to is Japan, basically. And yeah, like I said, I was really expecting India to be played again. I think Turk is just known for his Japan and his India. So, especially on a map like Pampas, it just makes sense to go India. Otherville, yeah, another one going down. Still no grey coats. And he doesn't actually see this, but he does run here. And this has got to be the end of the game. Oh, he doesn't clean them up. I think he could have just stayed on it. All these vills on low HP should not have gotten away. Maybe they still won't. Yeah, never mind, they will. And there they all go. Dark City on 16 wells. That's usually what you have at like 5 minutes. And Turk living up to his name at this point. Oh, he's got CM. My favorite card in the game. Oh. For some weird reason they decided to nerf it, even though it was a perfectly healthy and balanced card. And there we have it. So well done to SoldieR. I would be very pleased if I was in his team and he would manage to get 3-2 against Turk. Yeah, Turk managing to get the wins with his Japan, but not managing to win with the other civs. I think in the India-Russia game, he just made like a mistake to push into 2 blockhouses, and apparently it killed his confidence to play India again, but I think he should have just went India again regardless. But yeah, there we have it. I think this series also shows the strength of a civ reset. Turk would, normally speaking, in a different format only be able to play Japan once and get a single win with them, but here he managed to play them twice. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. Has us playing 3D. Maybe I will do some streaming myself in case anyone wants to see some Supremacy games. You can head over to my channel, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast, and I'll see you in the next